How to close buffer without closing the window. I usually open a few windows and keep some buffers open. Since my Moen buffer exploring is to use quick shortcuts to column B and column BP, I want to close unneeded buffers from distracting my buffer surfing. But the pain is issuing column BD and column BW results in closing the window as well, in case I have multiple ones open. How do I close, delete a buffer and leave the windows intact? Solution inspired by @Peth's answer. It is simple. Doesn't work well with only one buffer open. I get different behavior depending on the way I open the files, but it isn't a big issue. Smile.
It can be a pain. This question is raised over and over on #Vim, Freenode, too. Some people recommend not deleting buffers and switching with column B partial and LT, tab in GT, instead of column BN, which works, but isn't what you're asking. The best way I know of to do that is to switch to another buffer and then column BD hash, which you could map, of course. See also deleting a buffer without closing the window on the Vim Wikia.
I messed with this a bit and finally came up with column BP, SP, BN, BD. Here's the copy/paste version for key mapping. Column BP and LT, bar and GT, SP and LT, bar and GT, BN and LT, bar and GT, BD and LT, SAR and GT. Or a command for your Vimhook, call with BD. Command BD BP, SP, BN, BD. I've tested it a fair bit and it works consistently in various conditions. When used on the last buffer, it will leave you with a new blank buffer.
A window is a viewport into a buffer. See, column help window. You can't have a window without an associated buffer. You can use a command such as column anew to replace the current window contents with an empty buffer, though.
The buffkill.vim plugin works as well. I like to use it with Vim command W for added functionality and niceties, like it will close a split if it's the last buffer or close Vim if it's the last buffer/split.
If you want me to skip that